Okay, well, let's get this shaken. You're coming off a huge win over Yankiel Rivera. What has these last two fights been like for you? Because it feels like you've had the highest of highs and maybe the lowest of lows in two consecutive fights. Talk me through this journey.
Oh, before Yankiel fight, I fought Olascuaga, right? It was happened a headbutt in the first round. Overturned the Japan Commission overturned the fight to a loss, or not to a. The overturning was first a no contest. They overturned to a lose. Olascuaga won a fight with a headbutt. But God does everything for God does everything for something. You know what I mean? Then we got the fight against Jankel. I prepared myself 100%. Now, yeah, everyone saw the level of boxing I could do when I'm in my A game.
Fun fact, I was there actually when you won the WBO 108-pound title. I'm sure that's not the most exciting news to you, but my curiosity about like that division for you was how hard was it for you to make that weight? Because you looked exceptionally strong against Rivera, and I'm curious, did you feel at times you were sucking down to that weight and that you were leaving a piece of yourself in the ring?
When I was a 108 champion WBO, it was super hard to make the weight because I'm a guy that goes up weight a lot. I go up to 135, 138. That's why I had to vacate the belt, the WBO belt. But 112 pounds, I fit more there. I'm a small guy, but my body's. I'm 35. You know, my body's going toward stages. So I'm going to a man stage. But truly, I think 112 pounds is my weight class. Doesn't matter the height. Doesn't matter this how I train.
What do you think of this upcoming fight against Abraham Perez? Obviously, has a deep amateur pedigree, very good fighter. Um, what are your perspectives on it?
I don't really know his amateur pedigree. I think he did. I don't really know his amateur pedigree. You know what I mean? And pro, he doesn't have that much experience. Doesn't have he haven't fought at the high level. But we don't overlook no one. You know what I mean? We always gonna go on our A game. We always gonna be prepared. I think this is another challenge for my career. You know what I mean? There's nothing new that Abraham can bring to the table. Um, it's just I'll just try to look around 1, 2 rounds just to see how we're gonna fight. And once I see that, I'm gonna just step the pedal.
And just for the listeners here, Perez's amateur kind of biggest accomplishment was he won the Olympic trials in 2019 in Shreveport or Lake Charles, Louisiana. I always default to
Did he?
Shreveport. He
He
won it.
he
Yeah,
won what?
the Olympic trials in 2019. So he
He
beat
went to the Olympics.
no. So he won the trials, but he didn't qualify for the team. And it was that weird year with COVID. So the qualification process got even. The Olympic process is already confusing, but it was even more confusing when it was the COVID year. So, but he won the Olympic trials, beating Anthony Herrera two times in a row. So
Okay.
that's kind of like his biggest achievement as an amateur. And he had some international fights, but winning the Olympic trials in 2019 is kind of his big thing. Against Yankiel Rivera, it felt like that was a very emotional win for you. Talk me through that fight because it felt to me as an observer that your career quite possibly was on the line in that fight.
Me too. I thought too that was the fight that I needed to win, but I didn't sure I was gonna win. My age, I was out a whole year. But like I said, when I'm in my A game, when I'm in focus in training camp, when I'm focused in what's boxing, that boxing isn't. When I focus, when 8 weeks is only boxing, I'm a dangerous fighter. And right now, that's what I'm doing. Only in my life, my daughters and boxing. Nothing more. I have nothing more in my life. Boxing and my daughters. I'm a dangerous fighter. I have a lot of experience. Did over 120 fights in amateur. Right now, I fought the best in the world. I think yeah, I think right now I'm in my best moment. More mature and more intelligent in the ring.
Okay. Um, how much is age something you think about? You brought up age before. As a lower weight fighter, how much do you think about age?
I don't think of that much, but every time, every training camp is more harder. You know what I mean? I'm fighting top fighters. I'm fighting young, undefeated, sparring. Yesterday, I sparred 12 round with Collazo. No, that boy is a monster. Um, age is just a number, but every time I go to training camp, every time since a couple of years training camp, it's a little bit harder, but we can overdo it.
Age is just a number, but every training camp makes you realize it kind of is a thing too, right? Like
Yes,
every
it's hard. It's hard because I'm not saying when I was 22, 23, I could make the mile in 6:20. Right now, the most I could do now is 6:50, 7 minutes. You know what I mean? I could do a lot of 1400s and a lot of things that you could do when I was a young fighter, but I could do it now, but not at the same pace as a young fighter.
Okay, a couple of quick questions before I get you out. Life lessons from La Bomba. What did you learn that you didn't know as a young fighter that you now know now?
That you have to eat well, you have to dehydrate well, drink a lot of water, drink your pills, drink everything. That's the okay. Right now, I can train 70% in training camp, and the other 30, I can do it all my meals. Dehydrating well, doing things that I was supposed to do. I'm gonna be 100%. I didn't know that.
Okay. And then another one. Is there any fight that got away that you really wanted?
Oh yes, the Estrada fight. We had the Estrada fight signed when I fought Giovanni Segura. If I would have beaten Segura, we would have fight Francisco Estrada in 2012. Yeah, I would have fought in Japan. I remember that fight when I fought Segura. The problem was with me, I was gonna fight Estrada in the undercard of Manny Pacquiao and Brandon Rios. Everything was signed. Everything was well. It was sealed. But everybody know what happened to the fight with Segura.
So that's the fight that got away. Best
Yes.
sparring story.
Truly, best sparring. I fought a lot. I sparred a lot of fighters. I sparred with Wama. I sparred in Collazo. I sparred in McWilliams Arroyo. A lot of fighters I've sparred. But I don't have a big story. But one of the biggest sparring partners I have is Collazo. You know, Collazo is a bad guy. He knows what he's doing in the ring. You have to think 2 or 3 times before you throw a punch, and that's one of the best guys I've sparred.
Well, I guess what I was when I should have used my words better. Maybe a funny sparring story or a memorable sparring story from in
Man,
the gym.
I remember. I something can't say, but I remember, bro. Sparring sessions is just we work together. I don't know, something funny. I don't know. I remember. Sorry, man.
It's okay. That was a bad question, but let's get you out on this. What can the fans expect on this fight? I think it's a real exciting one. I think that you're one of the stories of the year. Your kind of comeback win against Riviera, who I think is a really underrated fighter. He's a really top notch fighter. So to beat him and to beat him the way you did, I think it really puts you at the top of the division. Flyweight's a very exciting division. There's a lot of big fights to be made. Um, kind of just, I mean, you've already explained the fight, but maybe what this fight could do for the rest of your year and why people should tune in.
Tune in, bro. Tune in. They should tune in. I'm an exciting fighter. I could box you. I could go toe to toe. I could sit down and fight in the pocket. It doesn't matter. It depends how Perez is gonna come. It's not depends me. I'm gonna see the 1 round, 2 round. I'm gonna see what's going on, and I'm gonna just figure it out. I'm gonna just I'll fight no matter what. I'm not gonna look for the knockout, but I think that can come late in rounds. I'm gonna tell you, I can fight 12, 15, 20 rounds if they want to fight. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You will never see me tired in the ring. That's why I train my ass off. But tune in June 14 is gonna be a blast for me. because everything's on the line for me. I want to fight for the. I want to be a two division. I want to be a two division. I want to be a two division legit world champion. I consider myself a two time a two division champion no matter what because I pay my fees, like everyone else. But I want to be a two division legit two division world champion. Perez in the way. I'm gonna take him out the way.
So this fight would make you the legit champion.
No, we have legit champion Saldoval.
Okay, so
Saldoval was gonna fight this guy from Manchester, the last fight.
well
Um
that fight got postponed.
canceled. Yeah, that fight got canceled, but I was gonna step I was gonna write something on Twitter. Like I'm stepping up to I'll step up. I'm here, but we have to understand that fight from that fight. Matchroom has the fight. Doesn't the Golden Boy doesn't have the fight. Um, but I was gonna say, yo, I'm here. I was only a week away from my fight. I'm ready. But I think he's gonna fight another guy. Don't know.
So Sandoval is who you're kind of eyeballing. You win this, you'd like a Sandoval fight or a WBO fight.
Truly, Salazar is he has two belts.
Yeah,
I
unified.
don't know. He's unified champion. He beat Conchita. I don't know what he's gonna do. Remember, there's a chain. We have Bam Rodriguez. He is the 115 world champion. He's going out to fight Anthony. Anthony. Maybe he could vacate the belt. Maybe Sandoval wants to go up to 115 and fight for the WBA belt or WBC. But we don't know, man. I'm just looking forward for my fight on June 14. But there's a lot of possibilities after this fight. I could be a legit world champion. I would not like to be an email champion, but if it comes, it comes. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna be a world champion no matter what.
Okay, final thing, I lied. Why are you La Bomba? How'd you get the
That was
nickname?
something. I went when I was an amateur fighter. I travel a lot of places. I traveled to Cuba, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Brazil. Um, I was a world champion, amateur world champion, 2008, and I went to Cuba. Cuba, I was getting ready for the Central American World Championships, the Central American Championships, and there was a pro a teacher. I always threw hard punches to everyone. Doesn't matter where. But I know always sparring, throw punches hard. He said, "Yo, you the bomba, always throwing bomba." Yo, I just stay bomba.
I love that. Well, I'm excited to watch you fight. I love hearing you talk, and I love seeing you fight even more. So I'm excited to see this performance coming up.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm ready. I'm ready. I took this camp very serious. John Cat took serious. This fight I took it super serious. It's been 3 months. I've been and I don't even go out for just to the gym and back. I don't John Cat fight. I had to work. I'm not working now. It's been 3 months. I'm not working. Just doing my work in the gym. You know what I mean? I'm ready to fight. How many rounds they want to fight?
Okay. Well, I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much, man.